have lunch with Officer Hooker and Officer Rosales, the gang officers from Gardena Police Department. It was kind of funny. I just finished a conversation with Prendergast, you know, where basically Gardena Police Department now says they're forbidden to talk to me. If I want to ask any question, I have to put it in writing, and the city attorney or whoever will respond to my questions in writing. And let me just take a guess what the response will be. Dear Mr. Solomon, no comment. I don't need to put my questions in writing. I could get no comment from Lieutenant Prendergast in the lobby. Yeah, it's basically, this is what Gardena is doing. It's funny how, you know how people, you know, you're not supposed to talk to the police without your attorney present? Well, that's what Gardena is doing with me. They're pleading the fifth, and they're claiming that when I was assaulted on Friday night by Heitmeyer, they're claiming that was entrapment, that I entrapped them. I tricked them into assaulting me. And it's really hilarious if you think about it. What does a civil rights activist do? You put yourself out there, put yourself in a position where you see how the cops react. So I put myself out there, and a cop assaulted me and knocked me off my bicycle. Now Gardena Police Department is crying, no fair, no fair. You did that on purpose. The only person that could have done that on purpose is Sergeant Heitmeyer. And if you look at my videos from the past checkpoints, sure, I've been manufacturing this all along. Every time I go there and I walk in and I ask questions, and little by little, Heitmeyer's been getting more and more angry at me every time. It doesn't take a genius to see that this was coming. If Gardena Police wasn't so stupid, they would have arranged things. Hi, how are you? They would have arranged things where there was freedom of the press, and then Heitmeyer wouldn't have had to get mad at me for coming in and asking questions, because he would have been aware that I'm coming in, and he would have been told ahead of time, Mr. Solomon's going to be there. Be polite to him. You know? Anyways, I'm laughing my ass off at Gardena Police Department. They refuse to give me my camera back, and their excuse basically is, you tricked us into assaulting you. It's not fair. You tricked us into assaulting you. Even an average citizen knows entrapment is only an effective defense if you wouldn't have committed that crime on your own without the involvement of the outside person. I didn't do shit. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to cuss. I didn't do poop. Heitmeyer yelled, hey, get out of the street. And I told Catman, I said, I'm going to see if Heitmeyer wants to chase me. And I started walking down the sidewalk, and sure enough, he got a crazed look in his eyes. His adrenaline started pumping, and he freaked out because apparently he thought I was scared of him. And you know how a dog chases somebody when they think they're scared? Well, you know, police are like pigs, dogs, kind of close enough. They have that same instinct. Anyways, laughing my butt off at Gardena Police Department's defense for having attacked me, and they flip-flopped. They went from saying I got my camera back today to now they're saying I don't get it back ever unless there's a court order, because they're so butthurt about how stupid I made them look. And let me tell you something, guys. Guess what? You've only got one of my cameras. There's plenty of other cameras out there. On any day I can release whatever the hell I want, so don't think you're accomplishing anything by keeping my camera, except for making things harder on yourself. And you're going to see in a relatively short amount of time, keeping my camera is a big mistake. I'm giving you guys 24 hours to change your minds. And if I don't have my camera back within 24 hours, then I'm going to take the offer I've already been given by my generous viewers, and I'm going to be upgrading to a much more professional camera, probably 2 of them. So you guys want to keep that bottom of the line camera, and I'll be recording you with something much nicer. And to be honest, I probably deserve the more professional camera anyways, after all my years of dedication and hard work working with the cheap stuff. So feel free to keep the cheap one if you want. I'll be recording you with the much nicer one, like I said, unless you guys return it within 24 hours. Then I'll decline the offer for my users, for my commenters, and tell them they put that money in the bank. They don't need to buy me a camera. I only need, one camera with the zoom. I don't need a bunch of them. I'm not greedy. I'm more than happy with the inexpensive camera that I've been using. So give it back to me, and I'll continue using it, or keep it, and I'll have your ass on blast with the professional camera. No need to apologize. Just return the camera. Accept responsibility for your stupidity, and let's move past this.